on EA Sports. This is a team that comes into the game wishing there was more on the line, but the reality is they're just playing out the string at this point. Still, despite their disappointing season, you can be sure they'll be giving it their all here. It's the 49ers going up against the Texans.
All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas at NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. Now a first down throw, Watson. Being chased out left. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Dancing to his left. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's the rookie from Texas, Deontay Foreman. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go! 38!
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Man open left side is Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
To throw is Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, add that play to his resume reel because he went to the Pro Bowl last year. That's how you go to the Pro Bowl. You make plays like that, big-time penetration, and throw people for losses.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Akello Witherspoon, the rookie from Colorado, and he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. halfback sent in motion. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down following the run. Now this time he'll look to throw. Under pressure now, and Beathard goes down to the turf. Zach Cunningham in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Beathard to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into third and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
And his third year on is the punter Bradley Pinion to kick it away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Let's go.
On first down, Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And the 49ers getting set to trot out there. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here's Beathard to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to final lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Good, good. Good, good. Leopard, Leopard. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
Beathard. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So a collective holding of breath here as the starter heads for the sideline. And they'll turn things over here to the backup to see if he can dig him out of this hole. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Hackenberg now from the 50. Under pressure there, and Hackenberg is sacked. Christian Covington in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go.
And an alley to run. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 43 yards on the ground. From the red zone now, Watson forced out to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Here's Watson now on second down. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Watson now to throw on third down. Buying time to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the best rivalries going. We'll have the Ravens and Steelers for you at 8:30 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday night, another divisional matchup. This time it's the Pats heading down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.
Nice twofer there.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Leopard! Leopard! Set! Green 39! Green! Gone! 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 Gone!
On third down, Hackenberg. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Now let's go! Blue landed! Blue landed! No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Here we go! No, check! Patriot! Patriot! Gone! 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 Over back there in Philly! Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now! 3-19!
Here's Hackenberg. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. Looking right, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down, and this Texans defense stands tall.
Let's go! Grand 38!
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They run again with Foreman. And they'll get him down here at the 23. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Will Fuller was the intended target. And it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Two minutes to go here in the 1st half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 79 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Second down, Hackenberg. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Third and long for Hackenberg. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A very solid gain of 27. Solid catch there for a man who's been so brilliant this year. Worth pointing out, as we were talking about earlier, there has never in the 60-year history of the award been a pass catcher, tight end, or wide receiver that has taken home the MVP trophy. And the best receivers I've talked with, they know that stat, and it drives them crazy because they understand that without a quarterback, they don't make the plays that they make. But they also don't feel like they get enough credit for bailing out some of the throws the quarterbacks make. Absolutely. Takes 2 to tango. Second down now after the incompletion.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Back 99 Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
From the gun, Hackenberg. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's Foreman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. Again, it's Foreman. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Let's go.
The final shot before the break, Watson. Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So we've come upon halftime here. Sorry, Larry, your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8.
Here we go. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Hackenberg to throw it this time. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Hackenberg. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go now.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Hackenberg. He's got a man that's caught left sideline. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down 49ers. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and
it's caught at the 10. Touchdown, 49ers. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And it's 17-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Let's go. Three down.
Watson on 1st down. Being chased out left. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Come on, let's go.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Here we go. Let's go. Ohio.
Watson hands this to Foreman. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
What?
carry for Foreman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
They'll try the air now with Watson. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And a loss of 3 to bring up fourth.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
And this one is right through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
On second down, here's Hackenberg. His throw incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Niners on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Hackenberg. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. DJ Reader in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Fourth down, they do snap it to Hackenberg. Looking deep for Hilton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll run with Foreman, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go.
Now Foreman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and goal.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They run the counter now on 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Come on, let's go. What?
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now Watson on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out of reach.
It would take a heck of a comeback at this point. Being 3 scores down, I think that's too much to ask with time winding down here in the 4th.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks right near midfield. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. From the 50, it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Throwing, Hackenberg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Desperation time. Hackenberg on 4th. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. It's a pickup of 21. And the 49ers are going to get a first. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go. Blue, landing.
Again, it's Hackenberg. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers get a score closer. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion.
Now let's go. Green. Gone. Over. Detroit.
Hackenberg again. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And they give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Brandon, when a defense just... can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's go! What?
On the counter, it's Miller. And some space here. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Come on, let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll toss it to Miller. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans will add on to their lead.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
To throw, Hackenberg. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Niners on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And they're going to go soft on the corners. One last shot here for Hackenberg. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games.